Right. This is like my second take two ever. I deleted the last video, so this is like a remake. Because I did car crash only mildly, but it was when I was talking about some important shit. But then I worded it wrong. I just thought, nah, that can't go out. Actually, that just sounds bad. So the rest of them I do try and leave as they are with all the fuck ups in there. Because, like I said from the start, I want them to be as real as possible. But again, this is like another reflection on. I've made 5 videos. It's been really helpful. There's been loads of good stuff that I've done to manage shit. But it's really difficult not to have this thought of like, yeah, but what have you fucking achieved, mate? Da, 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 da. Where are you? What are you doing? Where's your focus? What's your goal? Why do you expect this, that, and the other when you're not doing this, that, and the other, and all that sort of shit? And it's been dragging on for a fucking long time. But it does, like, it's fucking unsettling to get that fucked up. I was probably about a third of the way as shit as I was when I was back in April. And like I say, it wasn't a serious sort of consideration of suicide because I didn't have a plan. I knew I didn't have a plan. So I knew it couldn't be fully serious, but it was just an absolute fucking desire to die. I wanted the responsibility taken away from me. And it was about a third of the way ish. And I don't know how to measure it. I don't have the shitometer for how I feel. But again, it's like getting that fucking screwed up over nothing, over literally nothing. Literally nothing was happening around me. I've had that technique used on me. Look around the room. Is anything bad happening? Is anyone about to attack you? Is anyone going to hurt you? All that sort of shit. Live in the moment and da da da. And it's like, yeah, I was eating some chicken. And I've explored, about how was that to do with that sort of almost incident. Not almost incident. It wasn't an incident. It was just that brief glimpse. But then I've also thought, what if it is just as simplistic as you've got an illness and all illnesses go up and down, have good days and bad days. So maybe as your symptoms start to present, that's when you start to misinterpret things and people. And that's why I'm saying it coincided with the whole world going weird. But maybe what I describe as the world going weird is one of the manifestations of my brain not working correctly. And it's at those points that I'm then more likely to misinterpret others' intentions towards me. And that's that thing again that sounds like paranoia, and most people will say you're talking about paranoia, and I'm not. Because paranoia is specific, and this is generalistic, and it's unclear. It's just unclear. Paranoia is usually seeing one thing as a definite another, and seeing things as a threat. And I am likely to see things as a threat sometimes. I know I do have that ability. That's part of it. That is part of it. That's, some people describe it as just a fucking pussy. That's how society kind of describes it. But yeah, it's why I get reluctant to the so what, as you say. Why can't you accept it's just you? And I think this is why. This is why. Because I haven't been too frightened to go out. I've had quite a few lovely chats to some lovely people. They wouldn't have thought any of this was like really going on or anything. But I've also like had times where, like at the gym, when I walked out of the fucking gym, I just weighed myself, and just because I'd lost a fucking pound and I was gutted, my impatience levels went through the instant roof. And when someone was in a doorway when I walked out of the fucking bog, I had to really suppress the urge to just fucking rip them out my fucking way and throw them at the wall as I walked out the door. Literally, I wanted to fucking do that. And I don't like that. I don't like feeling like that. You know, and that's on a day when I've been feeling better. And there was, you know, nothing's happened this weekend. There's been loads and loads of bad feelings. Nothing's happened. I've done some alright stuff. There's some okay stuff. I could be at one of those points where someone could be just sitting next to me, a well-meaning friend who's being nice. And go, come on, mate, is it that bad? You've done alright this weekend. I'm like, yeah, go to bed. But it's like, it's just the fact that this shit happens when it's fuck all to do with my cognitive stuff, my thoughts creating my reality, or my attitude, or my perception. It's not. And this is the sort of shit I'm left with, is sitting here making videos about it. Because I can't seem to articulate it in the right way when I'm around people without making them angry. People get very impatient with me when I try and talk about this stuff. And yes, I will accept totally in that scenario. I will be going into it with my own stuff and thinking, here we go again. I bet I'm going to get misunderstood, and I'm going to be seeing bits of evidence for being misunderstood that I'm maybe not seeing. And I have to also remember that I'm a poor communicator, because I've discovered that through a lot of the recent work I've done. And I've got to discover that everyone's got a temper and everyone's got a perception. Did I say discover then? Remember is what I should have said. And I've got to remember that I'm fucking schizoid and I misinterpret things. That's one of the unsettling things. I can misinterpret everything. And it's a frightening thing to be in, I think, until you've really been through it. Because it's like just every single interaction you get, well, just every time you feel anything, and anytime you decide anything about whether someone's like happy or were they sarcastic, or am I imagining it, and all that. And I know we all do it, because I know by this point in the conversation someone would be interrupting me and saying we all do that one. Just get over it. But it's not that. It's just fucking intense. It can get really intense, but just really unsettling and confusing. Not just in that sort of panicky way, but just like, what? And it's way too regular. And then it just makes you doubt everything else. So every time you do feel something positive or negative about someone in the way that they're being towards you, you're still fucking really slightly doubting it. And then you know that you're doubting it, so then you're coming across as if you're doubting it, and then you look like you don't trust them, and then you're really aware of that, and then the whole fucking committee starts in the fucking head. And it is that makes me look like a fucking dumbass at times, because I'm really just fucking self-conscious about all the fucking questions that are firing around my head about everything that's going on while I'm fucking talking. And it's relentless. Like, probably usually the quieter I am, the less, the more that is actually going on internally, the more crazy fucking loud shit is going on internally. Maybe not, unless I like you and you let me play and you encourage me, then it's probably the more that's going on in my head than the noisier I get. But sometimes when I look as if I just don't know what to say or whatever, it's because I'm just actually in fucking turmoil, and there's just an intensity going on, which I know isn't coming across. I know it's those times I'm not looking like who I am. I'm not like demonstrating what's inside. I'm not congruent. The inside is not the same as the outside. But yeah, I know that, like, if you spoke to people who spoke to me today, it didn't seem that bad. And I wasn't. I was right. But it's just that erraticalness of being just all right, nondescript, fairly okay, chatty, happy enough. And then suddenly raging, and then suddenly despairing, and then this, that, and the other in. And then getting bored of hearing yourself saying the same old encouraging things to encourage yourself out of it. So it is boring. It's fucking boring. There's been too many years of it now. It's getting boring. It is. But yeah, let's just finish on a high. On the plus side, yeah, I was like a third of the way to feeling as shit as I felt last April. But I didn't get, so that means I was 2/3 fucking away from it. And I've pulled myself out of it quicker than I normally do. And doing these has helped. So I'm in an okay spot. Yeah, this is just another offload. It's another journalistical element. But there we go. I don't quite know how to conclude this one. So I will just say, why the long pause?